Hey, what's going on everyone? I'm the Intel and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm trying something a little different. Today I'm going to be discussing the biggest early 2022 releases. This is from January of 2022 to June of 2022, the first 6 months of the year. If this video does decent, after June and E3, I will do a best of the late 2022 releases, from July to December. But let's go on with our first title. Rainbow Six Extraction. Doesn't have a whole lot of hype around it. This game is a full AAA game version of Siege's 2018 Operation Chimera event, which had a mode called Outbreak, a zombie or alien creature survival objective game mode that was reminiscent of Left 4 Dead and other horde shooters, but with the unique Siege gameplay and mechanics. Extraction was revealed in 2019 just before the global pandemic hit, and while the game was originally called Rainbow Six Quarantine, and was then changed to Rainbow Six Parasite, and then to finally Extraction. Gameplay for the game doesn't really show a almost 4-year development cycle, and I do hope it's fun, but I don't really have high hopes for Extraction. The game will release on January 20th on Xbox One, Series XS, PS4, PS5, and PC. Plus, it will launch on Ubisoft Plus for PC users and soon Xbox users, but not at day one, as Ubisoft Plus is currently not on Xbox yet. But it will also be a day one Xbox Game Pass for console, PC, and cloud release. Dying Light 2 Stay Human is one of my most anticipated games of the year, and it's out really soon. Dying Light 2 releases almost 7 years after the original game. It features a bigger city with more vertical landscapes, an unbelievably ambitious choice system where each choice will affect the world and story, plus an upgraded combat system paired with better parkour and a stunning graphical presentation. I'm really hyped for this one, but I do have slight worries as the game was revealed in E3 2018. It's taken a really long time from reveal to release, but I have more than enough faith in Techland as Dying Light 1 is one of the, if not the best, zombie game out there. I'm super hyped to try it out on February 4th, which it will release for Xbox One, Series XS, PS4, PS5, PC, and Nintendo Switch through cloud streaming. Crossfire X was revealed a long time ago, back in 2019, but it's aiming for a February 10th release. With a campaign developed by Remedy, yes, the people who made Control and Alan Wake, it should be a good campaign, but the multiplayer takes elements from both Call of Duty and Counter-Strike. From the looks of it, from the multiplayer beta that took place in summer of 2020, a long time ago now, I did play the beta, and it was pretty fun. It just needed a little bit of more polish and content, and I assumed it was going to release in late 2020. But it finally seems to be arriving on February 10th, 2022, 2 years after the beta. Crossfire X will release on February 10th on Xbox One and Xbox Series XS as a Xbox console exclusive, with the campaign being paid and the multiplayer being free to play. Horizon Forbidden West, the sequel to the ever-popular Horizon Zero Dawn, releases in February, boasting to push graphical limits on both PlayStation 4 and 5. And after almost 6 years of waiting, and I hope it pays off. I wasn't the biggest on Zero Dawn, as I felt the first half wasn't really my style of game, but I did like it. But I really did like the second half of the game, and I'm really excited for Forbidden West, and the gameplay and trailers look really good. And if you haven't played the first one, I'd recommend giving it a shot, as it's on PS4, PS5 and PC, so 100% give it a shot if you own one of those platforms. Horizon Forbidden West releases February 18th on PS4 and PS5. Destiny 2 The Witch Queen. The biggest console MMO returns with its first expansion since November 2020, and the Witch Queen looks great. Boasting new weapon types, weapon crafting, new enemies, new planet, and a replayable campaign, it looks incredible. Destiny 2 The Witch Queen is something I'm looking forward to a lot. As a big Destiny fan, I cannot wait to sink a ton of time into it, check out all the new content, plus all the free seasonal content also coming on release. Destiny 2 The Witch Queen releases on February 22nd on Xbox Series XS, Xbox One, PS4, PS5, and PC. Elden Ring. The final big release of February comes with Elden Ring. From Software's new IP with a story being developed and being written by the creators of Dark Souls, Sekiro, Bloodborne, and also being co-created by George R.R. Martin, the creator of the Game of Thrones books. Combining the ultra-brutal difficulty of Dark Souls with an open world, it's an interesting one to be sure, and seems to be one to keep an eye on as it approaches its release. Elden Ring releases on the 25th of February on Xbox One, Series XS, PS4, PS5, and PC. Babylon's Fall is a Square Enix and Platinum Games collaboration. With the creators of Final Fantasy and Bayonetta joining forces, it seems it should be a hell of a game. But the reveal of Babylon's Fall was met with many mixed receptions and almost downright negative impressions, and seems like it might need more time before it releases, as everywhere you look for this game it seems to be negative impressions and not many people know about this game. This action RPG hack and slash seems interesting at its core, but it seems to be going for a live service approach which has already given a major negative impression to fans. Babylon's Fall releases March 3rd for PS4, PS5 and PC as it's a PlayStation console exclusive. A spin-off Borderlands title gives us Tiny Tina's Wonderlands, a full $60 or £60 game, or $70 or £70 for next generation console users. This title is expensive and it doesn't seem to shake up the Borderlands formula that much. It has core changes, but I won't lie, they don't look too exciting for that $70, £70 price tag. The game is very similar graphically and gameplay wise to 2019's Borderlands 3. The game will feature magic and melee for the very first time in the series, alongside classes, meaning you can now play as any character with any class for the first time. An interesting shake-up to say the least. Wonderlands releases on the 25th of March on Xbox One, Series XS, PS4, PS5 and PC. Finally comes Forspoken. This game seems to be an open world Infamous, superhero-like game with super fast movement and super flashy abilities that seems super fun to use. Forspoken's trailer seemed to be met with praise on its gameplay, but negativity around its story. I'm a huge Infamous fan and I really dig the gameplay, but I won't lie, the story does seem worrisome and it does seem a little boring. But I will save my judgment for the full release of Forspoken. Forspoken though is developed by Luminous Productions, who are assembled from a team who made Final Fantasy 15. And no matter if you liked that game or if you didn't, the game did have a really fun combat gameplay loop in my opinion, so I'm pretty excited and hopeful that the game will have, at the very least, super fun gameplay. Forspoken releases on May 24th for PlayStation 5 and PC as a PlayStation console exclusive. And that's the end of the biggest games coming out in early 2022. I've missed some games, mostly games I don't really know anything about, but that's most of the big releases of the early half of 2022. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.